Howdy, folks. Welcome to another day in the Milky Way. And today is
Saturday,
Friday.
Friday, Friday.
Friday, yeah. Wow, I tell you what, folks, I'm kind of flabbergasted here. Usually, I'm working with a new computer. We'll start right off the bat. Usually, I'm having to wait for that other computer to get going, and man, this thing's like pop, 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 pop. So, bear with me. But with that, also brings a little bit about what we're going to talk about tonight. This is opening up a lot of possibilities in what we're going to be doing here. So it's kind of good that we kind of went back to the basics, went back to the core family, because I'm going to start doing some call-in shows and things like that, and we'll talk more about that later. But anyway, figured who else should I have with me but my brother Brian? What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? Good to be back again. I really like your Aurora Borealis. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging it myself, to be honest with you. On my other computer, I had all these different images saved up, the Trinity of Truth symbol in the background and all that. Well, when I opened this tonight, I forgot. Well, I don't have any of that, but this was one of the ones that they supplied for free, and I'm hoping I can find others like this that has it in motion, because that definitely brings a cool little
Yeah, it
twist to
does.
it. Well, I'd heard that they were going to be adding a video kind of concept to it where you could play video, and I think I've talked about this before. I figured that'd be cool if you could play videos in the background like that. You could have them behind you as you're talking. That'd be pretty cool.
It is cool. Have it up on the top or the back or something like that. Might
Yeah,
get in the way. I have the same Aurora, but I ghost out and I totally go away. I don't have the green screen behind me. Got to get one of those.
we're gonna get you one. Like I said, I found this mine at a fabric store. It's called like Joanne
Yeah,
Hobbies, something like that.
we have one here.
Oh,
So you're gonna share something really cool tonight. I gather.
well, yeah. I mean, I didn't plan on it, but since it got you excited, like I said, I've been holding on to it forever. People's heard me talk about that. I guess UFOs. It's something. Yeah.
Dude, that's what it is.
Y'all
You
can
got
tell me what you think it is after hearing a little bit when I show it. But
either that or Santa's reindeer got away.
well, like I said, and we were talking, and we'll get into it later. But at first, I thought it might have
It's
been Starlink, but it's definitely not.
no, it's awesome. That's one of the best videos I've seen of a fleet flying overhead.
I mean, there's just wait, folks. We'll wait till a few more people join us before we get into all
Were
that.
you thinking about that when it happened? Were you thinking about it before it happened?
I didn't see it in the sky because what I did was set my camera up and let it run for like 3 hours. I did that a couple of nights, and I just went and fast forward through everything until I started. So, I could have missed a bunch of shit. I got a TR3B in one clip.
Yeah.
So
I know your jaw dropped.
yeah, because I mean, I've been talking forever. Like, I've seen UFOs in the distance and stuff, but that's just not been my repertoire. I mean, but it seems like here as of late they've started showing up. So
In the beginning, I could not figure out for the life of me what this meditation thing was all about. I was just about, wow, there was a triangle that flew over my head and looking that up. And then I saw in Gaia there was a bunch of meditation. I'm like, I'm never going to do that. You see how that went?
right.
That's how it goes. It just something gets us in. I don't care if it's a rock hitting you on the head or a UFO flying over your head. Something wakes us up.
Well, I mean, it's like Planet X was mine, and I don't even talk about that stuff no more. To me, it's all just diversions and stuff now. But I mean, it drew me in, so I've got to pay homage.
Yeah, same thing with me. With that, I, well, I'm like a kid in a candy store with it. They're gonna land for me at one point. That I know. That's happening.
They already have.
Oh, I know. But they're going to manifest completely, not just, I mean, all the way. But the thing is I got to go to them. This I understand. Their rules.
We found that one out too. Oh, I'm kind of excited. Of course, got tomorrow night we got Trinity of Truth, and then finally Sunday night I've got Trina with me again, and then Ultraviolet Flame's going to be joining us, so that should be a pretty good show. And now that I've got all this worked out, folks, now I can start focusing on scheduling stuff because I've just been flying by the seat of my pants for about the past month. So,
Well, put me down for a show with Mr. Kent. I haven't talked to him in a while. I enjoyed talking to him.
yeah, we might do a fellas night one night. Get you and Kent and Jake and maybe Ryan SK. I'd like to get Ryan back on here, man. I love him, dude. Ryan's my boy.
I'll never forget that show you did. I think it was the second time I was on with that group. What was that guy's name that you had on? Just so knowledgeable about everything. It, Max was on. You remember it? Max?
I've done a few shows with him. I'm trying to think who you're talking about, the knowledgeable person.
Max knows him. He knows him. Anyway. So what else been going on besides buying the computer?
And not a whole lot. It's been cold up here. I tell you what, it rained solid for 3 days up here, and I mean poured. And of course, I literally one day I couldn't even get out. All the roads were flooded.
Same thing was happening here. It got so loud in the Gulf, and that's just down the street. I got to worrying a little bit. I had to go down and check it. We have a barrier island in between us, so, but it was getting real loud. And the wind was blowing real hard. Of course, the cold just dropped out in the middle of it. It got real cold here, and it was hot. It was like 75 degrees. Now it's down to 20, 30. It got real cold.
It's supposed to be, I know, cold here tonight and some snow showers and stuff like that, but nothing substantial. So
I'll tell you what else I noticed in the sky. The Big Dipper usually cascades kind of in an arc in the north from the east to the west.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time last night, it was directly over my house. And the moon, I watched that. It was going over, and it was going from southeast to northwest. And when it got to, I want to say 30 degrees, dude, Brian, it stopped. Must have been 2.5 hours. I checked it and I kept looking at it with the house. It just wasn't going anywhere. Nowhere. I've experienced that kind of stuff before, but you can see how the stars and the constellations are just shifting. There's so much different happening if you pay attention to the stars. Things are turning and twisting, and it's like it feels like something like this, like a wobble. But I've never had the Big Dipper over my head before. Ever.
It's been cloudy here for I don't know how long, so I hadn't even seen the sky. But I'd be curious to know where it's at, though. I think it's supposed to clear up next couple of days. I'll make sure to pay attention to that. And anybody in the chat that can see the stars out there, let us know where you're seeing the Big Dipper at, too.
Yeah, just let me know if my perception's off. But as much as we manifest things, it's like that with everything. Yes. If you build it, they will come. But the things you're able to manifest when you believe in them. But I wasn't trying to manifest the moon stopping or the Big Dipper flying over my house. That just kind of happened.
Did you watch today's video, the music video I put out?
I did.
I did tell you too.
Yeah, I did watch it.
It's one of my favorite ones. It's the first new one I put out in a while too. But
what was it?
The video, folks, go watch it. It's pretty good. It's worth your time, I promise. Let's see who we got with us so far. I guess I'm not sure. I waited a while. Nick Grawl, what's going on, buddy? There's Paula Sun Rabbit. How you doing? Pure Love Ascension. Good to see you. Truth in Me. How you doing? Oh yeah, and by the way, folks, all the ones that emailed me about the telepathy training, got the computer now, so be looking for an email from me in the next week. Sun Rabbit, Debbie Bell, how you doing? Don Cortino, welcome. Gerald M. Yates, what's going on, buddy? Rebel Rose, what's going on? I want to get you back on here, hon.
Hey, girl, did you get my message?
Scotty boy, what's going on, my man? Genevieve, how you doing, hon? There's Miss Mary Wins, my PR department. Johan, Valley Parks, what's going on? Good to see you. It's been a long time. There's Miss Jax, how you doing? There's Mama.
Hey, Mom.
Where's Miles?
I love you.
Good to see you, Miles. It's been a while. Yes,
Did you
we
say
got
Mom or Miles?
both.
Okay, good.
Jana Armstrong, Paul from Newcastle. What's going on? Robert V. What's going on, brother man? Who else we got going on here? Rolling, rolling, rolling. Still rolling. I let it go too long. Rawhide.
I bet you Wayne's in.
Somebody
I
on
bet you
fire.
Wayne's in here too.
Bree Cozy. Shit, Wayne ain't in here.
He's in here.
Bed.
It's being sneaky.
He'll pop in here every now and then. He don't usually say anything, but he watches. Brad McMurray, what's going on, buddy?
See you, buddy.
Miss Tribal 444. Well, I did Lori in La Quecha, La Ken Chavez. All right, I think I'm caught up. So anyway, tonight, folks, I mean, we're going to be talking. We'll be entertaining your son. Brian will be running his mouth, and I'm kind of really, I want to experiment. I want to see what I can look around, and you know, I want to see how much I can kind of test this computer, see if it's dragging down, because I'm kind of watching it. To be honest with you, I just don't think it's going to. So if there's anything that anybody wants me to look up out there or anything like that, I wish I could transfer my Google Chrome from my phone over, because man, I've got some awesome articles I want to go over.
And on the what is that? Goes with Google. It's it's the other one. It goes with Google Photos. What's the other thing? I'm sorry. I'll tell you, buddy. The Drive. Your stuff's not on the Drive?
Man, I've just got this thing.
No. I mean, Google. Usually, if you have that information on there, the Google Drive holds all your files and stuff like that too. So you probably can share it. You just have to check it.
I think I can set something up. If I went into settings, I downloaded something on my phone that transfers, so I could do it that way. But I never did it. Completed it before we started the show. So. But I do. I mean, if anything, right now we can show a few of my old videos and stuff. Because one thing I'm excited. I'm just glad I can finally get Michelle back on here. I'm excited about that. Can you see the screen?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I can see it on the phone too.
That's not where I want to be. Oh yeah, I want people. Well, we won't go with that. Ain't my video.
Rebel Rose, go get me a cup of coffee too, please.
Sure, I need some. I ain't had no caffeine all day.
I've been cutting back substantially. I'm down to like a half a cup a day, but I'm still drinking a can of root beer a day, non-caffeinated. I love
What kind of root beer do you drink?
Well, the old reliable.
A&W. Have you ever had it draft at the restaurants?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
where it's at.
They make it at McGuire's in Destin. Ooh, that's good stuff. Sassafras.
You know what? If I would have lost all this, I would have been freaking out. At least I saved all my music videos. God, I swear it burns me up on the Jerry Runk videos. Well, not only that, like all those testimonies from people, I've got to get that shit back.
Did you file? Did you do that yet?
Yeah. That's when I was at the beach. Hold on, I want to go and I want to see some of your videos you was talking about today.
Yeah, I just posted one. It's not very popular, but I enjoyed it. I had an orb come up to the camera and say hello, and I was able to pause it, and you could see I paused it 3 different times, and like anything in a higher vibration, it's in a constant state of change and metamorphosis. So you see 2 different faces, and then it turns into what looks like a sigil to me, which was pretty cool. And then of course you'll have craft that'll just land everywhere, and they'll land in the yard, and the camera is able to perceive just a little bit of the vibration. You can see this craft sitting on the front lawn, just the front of it, and you can see all these glyphs on the front of it, and then you can see beings standing around it. It's pretty incredible.
You know what? I do not like this new setup that YouTube has got going on. I'm lost in it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, is it I have like the beta version of that. I never really used it though.
Oh, wait too long. I don't know what you're talking about in there.
The Creator Studio.
Yeah, well, there. See, that's what I want to get to. The subscriptions. Didn't you put some videos out today that you were talking about?
I put one out today.
Bear with me, folks.
Yeah, just play the first one. The latest one. I was taking a video of the moon and Venus the other night, and it was perfectly timed. This UFO just blew right past it and then cut left. I was able to get that, but it's just a dot.
You're talking about this camera one?
No, sir. Actually, that was knocked on its side by something other than me. No, the first one. It looks
busy night.
No, sir. It's very colorful. Looks like infrared. Go to
your channel.
Go to the top. Videos. Yeah. On the left.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's an IR.
Yeah, he came up and he's like, "Hey, can I get a cup of sugar from you?" I'm like, "I don't think you need that." Talking about the orb. Look at this. It's fun when I'm sometimes.
Did you slow it down?
I did slow it down. Can you pick the screen up? That's the orb itself. And what I did is when I look at everything, I try and imagine it in a higher density. What would it be? What would it do? And then I think of how an ant sees us. They can't see us, but they see this black thing on the ground, and then it leaves. So what we're seeing is just pieces and parts. So what I'll do is I'll mirror the image of, say, the structure in the orb. You'll always see faces, and you can actually transpose those into 3 dimensions, and they always come up with geometric designs, which is amazing.
That was cool. It looked like it had a mouth opening with fangs and stuff.
Yeah, always in a state of change.
I mean, everything is energy, and it is
Everything.
always in a form of change.
You can do that with anything. You can, especially if you take pictures of anything in nature.
Oh, are you getting into the mirroring thing?
Oh, it's incredible. That's how you end up being able to see this. You can see all those squiggles. That's just looking over the house. Some kind of craft. And then you can see.
What is that V shape? Is that
see the face in the middle? That looked like the those dogs on Ghostbusters. There's things always hanging out in the cars too. It's wacky. I even asked him to get out one night to kind of laugh me off. But they're beings like in different frequencies. They're not just all looking at us. It's just
that looks like a bunch of beings.
They're all in these cars. I don't know, what are they doing in the cars? I mean, you can fly vibrationally anywhere you're going to go. You're going to hang out in the car, and they look like feline beings too.
Everybody's trying to call shotgun.
I don't know, man. It's incredible, but I don't know why they just take up spaces. We had another being in the house. He was a shapeshifter. Now I realize we're all shapeshifters, but he hung out in the pantry. He just stayed there all the time.
He must be hungry.
I offered ice cream. You know, that was hard for me. I love the ice cream, but eventually that being ended up leaving because it said it was having a problem with some type of frequencies. Rose told me that.
And are you not seeing these when you know it's not strictly cloud-ridden skies? Are you not seeing these halos and sundogs like more than not now?
Yeah. Is that my video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
all the time.
Inverted rainbow. I mean, that's all the particulates that's in the air.
Yeah. Of course, they don't say anything about it.
I'm so glad people ain't calling these planets no more and all that. Lord have mercy.
They're not?
Not that I've heard in a
just
while,
joking.
at least.
Dude, what I do is I keep the cup empty. If I get something stuck in there, I always just empty it out and run it through the old ether and just go with your heart on what it feels like. It's just an adventure to me is what it is. There's just so much going on at one time. It's absolutely exciting. It's a time to be here.
It is an exciting time to be here.
It really is.
Let's see. What else did Mr. Lunsford got here?
The water was down in the sound the other day. It's normally it's not like that, but this has been, now it's the new regular on the left.
Which one?
The second row on the left hand side. Water loss in the sound, Navarre, Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched this one. It reminded me of the one I caught on. It was on the live video. I wasn't actually there, but I caught it. Where was that? Somewhere in France where it did that. Like, and all these boats were stranded out in the bay and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember, it was happening quite a bit in like 2016.
Yeah, I had it happen real bad here. In fact, all the docks were gone. It was probably out another 60 feet when that happened 2 years ago.
Well, back in 2016, of course, everybody was saying it was Planet X. So.
Yeah, no, just the Earth going through growing pains.
Well, and it also has a lot to do with these offshore winds and stuff, and the coastal winds, and the way the tide is, the full moon. I mean, there's so many variables at play there.
Now, I will say that day there was a full moon, but it never drains that much in the sound.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. There was many things that worked there. Halo, much love to all. I mean, I'm still just a junkie for these Halo videos, though, even though you see it a lot. It's just beautiful.
I've seen one when I was up in Crestview with my wife doing a remodel, and it was the Halo. Then it had the 4 angles on it, and it bent around the entire sky. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen one of those?
Yep.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I've only seen it in person one time in my life, but you talking about where the ring goes all the way from the top of the sky, and there's a dot, or one of those nodes in each corner.
Yeah, it's concave and convex on the ends.
Yep.
Bends out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, our sun is just going through so many changes and stuff. And like I said, and they used to say this didn't happen all the time like it does now. It may have happened, but it was usually once or twice in the winter when there was a lot of ice crystals in the air.
Yeah. I think I saw one moon halo when I was in like 4th grade. And
so you done went and ruined it.
What? How's that?
Putting that filter on it.
Oh, I've got to do that, buddy. You pick up much more. It's all, I'm always changing my perception a little bit. Closing one eye.
Perception, right?
Practicing with different vibrations to perceive things. Man, that's all part of it. Hey, I spelled that wrong. Oh no, I didn't. Great Gunga Munga. That those are those.
You know me, I'm on you if you misspell something. I'll shoot you.
No, that's just me phonetically spelling Great Gunga Munga. But that's part of that talk opening up. It usually is about 4 a.m. That thing will open up, and it's just talk about energy, man. It's just overwhelming.
Well, I tell you what, man, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's lagging any. It looks like that we have no problems doing anything.
Yeah, it's doing good. There's so much going on in our skies, man.
Yes, indeed.
That back to the left looked like a craft that was sitting there with docks or something on the side of it.
So what do you think's going on with this gravitational waves and with Betelgeuse?
Oh, I'm not.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I do not. I know about the
Betelgeuse
gravitational waves, but not about Betelgeuse. Tell
Well,
me.
they detected gravitational waves, and they came from Orion, and that's where Betelgeuse is. And Betelgeuse is a star that's huge, huge, and it's at the end of its days, and they're wondering if maybe it's not going to go supernova or something. And I'm wondering if that's why the gravitational waves were detected first, because I mean, it could already be exploded, and we're not going to see it because of how far away it is. You know what I'm saying? So it may be getting ready to, there might be a good fireworks show in the sky. So keep your eyes towards Orion, people.
Said Orion, huh? And that where our some of our friends come? From the Slee Stack Association? Orion? Maybe that's why they're out here. Maybe they're trying to counteract some of the positive energy that we're getting as of late.
Well, I tell you what, these energies have been all over the place for me.
How are you feeling? You feeling better?
Yeah, I'm feeling up there. I tell you what, finally I got some sleep, man. After like I couldn't sleep, and I was literally delirious there for a while. So I finally got some sleep. And I'm telling you what helped me get some sleep was Marsha Price sent me some of that monatomic gold, that Ormus.
Really?
I started taking it, and man, it's rough. It's like taking a spoonful of chalk. But man, I'll tell you what, and especially if you want to get in a good meditative state, like it does work.
Oh, I have to try that. That CBD helps a lot. Yeah, I've been astral traveling at night. We've been working with the Crystal Network, and I wake up every day and my hands hurt like I've been working with them all night. And you can carry that over. That energy will carry over into this body. But I felt for a while there like I was just going nonstop, working in the astral at night and then doing anything I do during the day.
You're waking up more tired in the morning.
Yeah. Going, what's that about?
How many videos you got now, Brian?
Oh, a couple million.
I know, like hell, I had on the other channel, and I was deleting. I'd already deleted like 500, and I still had like 2,000 videos to delete.
I haven't looked in a while. I never. It's quite funny. You're talking about switching up and being a Planet X guy in the beginning. I had the video on here that did really well for me was just me complaining. It was like I was at that stage where I was realizing that this reality was not exactly what I thought. And you get kind of ticked off for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking about the simulator, and I don't think that way. Look at that face in this guy. Isn't that awesome? You see it on the top in the middle, looking cockeyed.
Hey, real quick, Alex Fox, it's you said take it liquid form of powder. It's basically like a chalky substance, but it's in an oily substance. But man, it's like straight up chalk when you put it in your mouth. And I mixed it with water too, but I had to mix it with just a little bit because I can't drink. I hate the taste of it, so I have to do it like a shooter. But like I said,
how much is it? I mean, if you have to buy it, I've never checked. Terribly expensive.
She gifted it to me, so I don't know. So thank you, Marsha Price, for that. But I will ask because I am interested in probably purchasing more after this is gone. And she does make it. I do know that. She's that one that makes all this jewelry and stuff too. Like, man, there's so many gifted people out there.
I'm telling you. That's what I'd like to get into with these crystals anyway.
Who's this person with you here?
Oh, that's the best neighbor ever. He's awesome. Got great neighbors.
What's his name, or can you say?
Oh, Richard.
Yeah, Alex, I recommend that powder, man. I'm telling you, it's good. I just take like, you ever seen them little baby spoons?
Yeah.
I take one of those little scoops and put it in like a big shot glass, and then fill that with water and down it.
That sounds like kratom when I was taking that. back in the day.
Lord have mercy. I couldn't imagine drinking that stuff like that, that kratom. God almighty.
That
Shoot.
stuff is just awful.
Well, what happened here?
But it certainly helped me when I needed it. I will tell you that. I don't know how many videos I got. I think 1,000, maybe 1,500, just under that or something like that.
Right there. Hold on. Why is my screen so big like that? There we go. Learn something new every day.
57 videos. Are they deleting videos from the beginning?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, it don't tell how many videos. Yeah, I guess only you get to see that number.
Oh, that's the. I usually don't hide anything. It doesn't matter.
747 subscribers, though.
747.
Almost to 1,000.
I will tell you, YouTube does enjoy you. You'll get 20, and you may lose a few, but you don't lose 20 at a time. I can tell you that right now, or 30 at a time. So it goes. It's always perpetual. And I've made 5 cents since I started it. I'm rolling in the dough.
Sure. Okay, I'm glad to see that works, though.
Yeah.
There's Karen, Queen of Quartz.
Hey, mama.
Hey, if anybody wants to do a show, hit me up, please. And I know Alex Fox said something. I think he'd be ready, and I'd love to get Alex back on here.
I want to come.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. I like having more than one anyway because it keeps conversation going.
Karen and I have been working hard in the Astral, man.
What's that?
Karen and I have been working hard in the Astral with Nick. I mean, the dreams are really weird, dude. But the fact that we're able to remember, and for me, it's always at the very end. Somebody will come in, we'll always be harvesting. For me, it's stones or the logistics of loading something up on a truck.
Mm-hmm.
And the other night it was, felt like a planet where the rocks floated and we were in water and you had to get in scuba gear to go harvest them. And always something seems to be after us, threatening punishment for something. And we end up running. And then I'll realize that I'm in a dream and I'll turn around and go, can't do anything to me. It's the weirdest thing, but then I'll wake up. But Karen remembers everything. In fact, I think the other night she had a dream within a dream.
That's because she has more experience with it. And it makes sense to me.
Yeah. The crystals have helped, though, and really learning how to lucid dream. The intention you place behind the crystals, it's like knobs and dials for your intention and who you want to meet up with. It's quite incredible.
I'll give you a thumbs down. That'll help your channel. Okay. I get them every now and then anyway. But it's funny, even though now I'm back to this small, I've still got that one person. I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but still throws that thumbs down in there every now and then.
Yeah, I think the same person stops by every now and again for me. I'll make a really good video. I'll be like, I like that video now. I did good. I'll get a thumbs down. And then I feel that energy, and it's.
I was going to say, you want to put out there. Hey, that's cool. I can take it. It's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt.
Well, let that hurt. Let it go.
Have you tried this C60? Robert V was asking about that. Who did I talk to? Somebody that takes the C60. God, who was that?
C60. Is that a vitamin or?
Maybe Trina, or maybe Trina was asking me about it. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I've heard mixed reviews. So, any of that's buyer beware. Most of it's up here. I swear.
That's it. That's why I'm still taking the CBD oil like I am. And it's honestly helped me back far away from ibuprofen. And I was eating that every day. Sometimes twice a day.
You tell him.
Dude.
That stuff's way bad for you.
Way bad.
Yeah, that's all every now and then. I'll take one of my ibuprofen 800s. My back's been doing decent though. Still got to have the surgery, but it's been doing good. What are you looking at?
That C60. It's
Are we
got
gonna get you
yeah,
some
but look,
bifocals?
here's the thing. Here,
We're going to have to get you some bifocals, Grandpa.
yeah, I'm there. Don't worry about it. I'm healing it. I'm fixing it. I'm talking to myself, bro. With this C60, I'm gonna tell you something right now. The first thing I noticed, it may be great, but a lot of the, just telling you what I know, a lot of the mind control stuff, the frequency, the way they created this, it looks like a soccer ball. The chemical makeup of it.
Right, the
You'll
compound.
Yes, the octagon shape, the same shape you see on top of Saturn for that frequency. And you'll see that in all Disney movies. It will always come up. Any movies, they love showing it. The tiles on the wall in any of the Avengers movies, they always have that shape that you see on top of Saturn. And so there's something about that.
Jana Armstrong said she's been taking C60 for a year and it's been really helpful for her. So, like I said, I think it's, to each their own. And I think really belief
could be a placebo and would cure cancer if you believed it.
Yep. So there you go. That's all I got to say about that. We might have to pull a card for the collective or something here in a little bit.
We can do that.
Oh, I know you all over that.
I didn't bring the cards out tonight, but I can go grab them real quick if you want.
It don't matter. I was just saying, it's whatever.
Let me go get them. I'll be right back.
All right. Brad McMurray, won't you hit me up, buddy? I'd like to get you back on here. Let's go back over here, folks, and kind of take a look around. Like I said, I'm just kind of I want to experiment some. So, God, which one is it I'm supposed to pick? I think it's that. I'm just so happy that I'm not restricted just to having guests and can't, not be able to show anything. Let's see on mine. It's got me scrambling here. Buffering. Okay. I don't know. Let me know if I'm still on, folks, because it shows me buffering. This guy's here I think this was a couple weeks ago. People are trying to say that the chems are gone now. Like, I don't know if it's just because of where I live or what, but I mean, they haven't slowed down here at all. And I mean, that's like we've been getting a lot of these rains here lately. And most of those have been manufactured like the day before we get these big rains. It's pew, pew, pew all through the skies. So, yeah. I don't know.
That's how they do it here. They do it over in the north, and it'll just drizzle this way, cover everything, and then the next thing you know, it's raining again.
So, I mean, you're still seeing it then, right?
Yeah, I see it every day.
I've seen all these people. The T-Man stopped chemtrails, and I'm like, I don't know where the hell you live at. They ain't stopped them here. And if anywhere they would stop it, it would be here. I live in a Republican state.
So, Brian, we have the ability to stop those. We can do it. I believe that.
There's truth to that. No doubt.
We change this planet in a nanosecond.
Which cards are you using?
I'm going to pull from the Cosmic, one of those from the Cosmic, and then I'm going to pull.
We're not going to do a whole lot here.
No, I'm just going to pull one from the Cosmic and maybe one from the regular.
Yeah, I'll pull one from this Sacred Traveler. And then I'll pull one of those Archangel Michael ones. I don't think I've ever pulled one on here of those. Oh yeah, check out this. This is what my aunts got me for Christmas.
I like it.
The lion, baby.
That's what I've been seeing in the vehicle. That feline energy is a loving energy, man. That is, wow.
You're a kitty. There's Miss Trina. Trina, did you get my message? Tomorrow night and Sunday night. Put your big girl britches on.
Hey, Trina.
Man, I'm really digging the background. I love that. God. Drum stud for you. What's going on? Good to see you.
Wow, I am going blind, B.
All right, I'm picking first here. Hey, on call.
Go ahead.
This is for the overall collective this week. I have no saliva. Imagine that. Answering the call. The time is now.
Just think of the lemon.
What is going on with this glitching? Getting on the nervous system.
It's going to work fine.
It's just, I just now plugged this thing in and got it going. So this is, I expected way worse than this, to be honest with you. I'm shocked. All right, answering the call, folks. You've been called. The sacred journey always starts with a call. You might feel ready or you might be uncertain and not willing, but when you receive the call, you must respond. If you've been waiting for your life to turn out, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, well, this is it. Right now, you've been called and a gateway is opening for communications from the spirit realms. The energy of courage surrounds you. You may not know what the future brings, but you do know that it is now time to act and go forward.
I got choices. 8. It's a pretty card. All right. I think I might have to get me some reading glasses. To make your decision, ask yourself, which experience best allows my soul to grow? If you've drawn this card, you have come to the crossroads in your life where choices and decisions need to be made. This period can be quite challenging. As you weigh your options, your mind tells you one thing, and yet your heart feels differently. The mind, with all its logic, reinforces your core beliefs in what is safe and secure with creature comforts and stability. Your heart, on the other hand, pushes you to explore possibilities and adventures that seem all too foolish and irresponsible to the mind. Dearest ones, your souls long to grow, evolve, and expand to higher states of consciousness. Your heart knows this, and it is the guiding force within you. The mind is the vehicle that assists you in getting you where you need to go.
Boom, boom, boogie.
That's good.
Oh, Ultraviolet's here too. Ultraviolet, I've already announced our show Sunday, so I sent Trina a message. Hopefully, she'll be good. All right, so like I said, this is the first time I've ever read one of these cards on here. And I don't know much about them, but we'll give them a test drive. They're called Archangel Michael Oracle cards. And I'm hating.
Are you stalling? I'm asking you this question because I feel like you're stalling.
What are you talking about?
Are you going to show that video? Man, I hope you're going to show that video. Okay, cool. That's one of the best videos I've seen of a fleet flying over. It's great, Brian. It really is good.
I mean, I don't know what it is. It's something. It's something. Yeah, after we did this, and didn't you have one card you want to pull too? All right.
It is what it is.
Prayer and meditation will help this situation. Archangel Michael and anyone else to whom you pray, I ask your divine intervention. And I say, I don't like these cards. Let's feel like asking a question. So, Ixnay on the card snay. So you're up on the last card. I'm not doing that. I don't like it. I don't feel it.
No worries.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to go find the video.
Go for it.
And what deck are you reading from now?
This is the Wild Unknown Tarot Guidebook by Kim Kranz. I like this. The crystal deck is great, but I have to say this is probably my favorite out of them. And I love the cosmic deck, but this is just kind of raw, you know. It's there you go.
What you need to know, right?
Yep. I need to get more desk space here.
Sure, who you telling? It's like, you know, when we start getting into this telepathy. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, folks. If I'm saying I'm concentrating on an item, crystal will not be acceptable anymore as an answer in chat, because everything on my desk is a crystal in some form or matter. So
you can send them to me.
But what I'm saying is, you know, everybody puts crystal, but everything is crystal. So you're going to have to be more descriptive than that. Oh, and for those, like I said, that are going to do the telepathy training, be trying to focus more on your interior dialogue more over the next couple of weeks. So, and Trina is all good for both nights. All right. So,
all right. I pulled the Two of Wands. With the Two of Wands, it's clear you're on the way to success. You've focused on a goal and have boldly pointed all efforts in that direction. Since the suit of Wands deals heavily with the mind, take this time to become aware of your thought patterns, specifically towards yourself. What is the quality and tone of your thoughts? Mostly positive or negative? How well you treat yourself on the journey to your highest dreams. There you go.
me likey. And what were those cards again? My bad.
That is the Wild Unknown
And who's it by?
Tarot deck. That is Kim Kranz.
Kim Kranz. All right. Let's get over here. If y'all have any thoughts or opinions on what this is, I'd be happy to know it. This is just a picture of the sky at night.
It's probably just swamp gas.
Look at the left-hand corner down here. Well, not really left-hand corner. You see that big area of lights right here.
7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Those are triangles, buddy.
Right there, too. But this down here is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, it'll restart here, too, because I went back and started it again on this. Or no, wait, actually, it just glitched. That's right. Watch this. This is weird. It just glitches and goes back. This is, like I said, a constant recording here. No, watch.
They're all over the place.
See how it just came back?
Was that a constant recording and they came back?
Yeah.
That happens all the time, Brian. All the time. You'll have especially they'll come in from a higher reality. They'll pop in, fly, pop out. And the next thing you know, they come up in the same spot that came before. Happens all the time.
I don't know, man. That's some weird shit, though. And so you see a couple other little things right here. It's a busy place up there, folks. Just point your camera up the sky and let it go.
I'm telling you, it's the Disney parking lot all over this planet, constantly crowded, or Walmart. They're all over the place, all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I wish I could show that, but I might get copyrighted. Don't want to do that. I'm not going to be. That's one thing I've got to learn now that I'm going to be showing all this stuff.
Yeah.
I got to learn a whole new set of rules. Oh, yeah. I want y'all's opinion on this, dude. Now, this is freaky.
That was an awesome video, Brian. It really is a good video.
Well, thank you. All right. Now, I want you to watch this, dude. You see this right here, okay? First, I guess I should back up. No, I'll go to that in a second. Okay. I watch the ISS a lot every now and then. And it's hard to catch it at sunrise and sunset. And that's the only time I really care to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And this, the other night was like this. Wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. Now you see that this is some kind of light on the space station here. You see that? And
Yeah.
it was lit up, and that's the other video. You can see that the horizon is not there, so it's still in pitch black, and that light is lit up. So they're lighting something up from the space station. Now watch when the sun comes up here. What the hell? And watch this whole thing. Like watch when the sun goes out of the you get that jet like effect to it.
There's
And
that
I mean, that
hexagon
sun
again.
just looks bizarre.
There's that hexagon showing up again in the
That
reflection.
broke down sun. Yeah, that I think that's a camera aperture though.
Something to it. Look at all that
And what's this
refraction.
heading right here? Ain't that crazy? But like I said, what's going on here? Why is this lit up and then boom, it goes out as soon as the sun comes up?
Well, I had to sync it up.
And you know what? I went and looked at this thing. The space station was over the ocean at the time, so it wouldn't have been visible probably from the land. I mean, I don't know if that plays any part in it, but isn't that just bizarre?
Size of these craft that have come out of the sun, they talk about the blue Kachina. That I've seen pictures with that thing in the atmosphere. Just it would be possible to produce like Brian. The truth is I don't know, but that's okay. It's always changing. It feels like it's always changing.
So here's the one where you can't see the horizon, and it was already lit up. See? So I don't know what's going on there.
You saw that picture of that large mothership, that huge craft. It takes up a quarter of the planet. Have you ever seen that picture?
There's some big shit up there. Like I said, that one that I saw when I tried to pull down and get that picture of the one that looked like it was see-through. Yeah. And this thing was huge. And when it just came to an abrupt stop, the clouds whipped around the mirage.
Yeah. Yep. What's that at 1 minute 59 seconds down there?
Where's what?
1 minute 59 seconds.
Oh, I just thought this was cool. The spectrum that came off of it right here. When the sun's coming up, you can see the sun reflecting off here coming up. But I just like the way these, anomalies come out. I just think it looks cool.
Man, I've seen the craziest things on the outside of the space station. One time there was this.
Yeah, that's why I'll just record, areas of the space station because I've caught UFOs on the space station before.
That looks like a dragon. Could be the dragon module.
See, it looks like something eclipsed. So anyway, that's that. So that sun, what the hell, It's some weird stuff going on out there if you just poke around.
It's a weird planet, B.
Indeed it is.
It's nowhere near as boring as I was told. It's pretty.
I wouldn't have it any other way, though.
No.
So what you got planned for this weekend?
Oh, I'm gonna clean the garage. I got to get the backyard in order. Goldie's been digging holes lately. Every time I tell her not to, she does it more. So I'm gonna have to start manifesting that situation a different direction.
You're gonna have to talk to her telepathically. So
I do. That's the thing.
Take the training.
Goldie has taught me more about myself. My dog has taught me more about myself here lately than anything. She requires patience.
You learn a lot from animals, dude. Yes. Especially about other people.
Yeah. Yes. She's linked right into me, dude. I will pick up the leash. She'll be in the other room. She will fire up and run in there, and she knows it. I mean, she's linked right in, but her energy is so, I mean, sometimes it feels like she's stalking me a little bit, and that's okay because I love her, but she will stare at me. What are we going to do? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? She's a good dog, though.
Well, once again, I want to thank everybody out there that like has made the donations and everything to make this new computer possible. Like I said, to be honest with you, this is the commitment that I'm showing to you that I ain't going nowhere. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got this thing because I wouldn't have needed it. So I'm not going anywhere. If anything, it's only going to get better. Actually, it's only going to get better from here. So thank you all for all your love and donations. And, you know, the cream has finally risen to the top.
Well, there you go. We love you, B. No doubt.
And truly, each and every one of y'all have a piece of my heart. So tread carefully.
But no more crystals.
Hey, shoot. That's another thing. Each and every crystal has been, it's all, like I said, I've got my own crystal network from all the crystals that's been sent to me. Like it's,
I take a pocket full of crystals in my pocket every day. I think no matter who it is, I give them out.
I've got this big dome of energy over this place.
I share them with people. I've only had one person. I said, "Would you like a crystal?" And I think they thought I was trying to give them meth or something. He's like, "No, man. Like it's a crystal. It's like." He's like, "That's a big rock, and it's a crystal. It's like a rock." He's like, "No, man." And I've been talking to that guy for a long time. He hadn't said a word to me since. Poor guy.
Oh, Lord. You got any final words for us?
Find your joy. Be at peace. Even with all the happenings of this world and the dark things that are there, stay in a high vibration in love. And let's heal this planet. Let's heal everything.
Yeah, I challenge you. Be more mindful of what you allow into your reality this week. Like, you know, try to tune out all that noise. I mean, even if it means watching this program. Be honest, I mean, trust me, it helps. Tuning out helps tremendously. So
it does. But staying in that high vibration, if you start to maybe one thing this week, talk yourself out of it from a loving standpoint instead of a kicking yourself in the tail standpoint.
Well, that's like I said, that's one thing, you know, I'm more mindful of. Like, I try not to let myself get in these funks, like as far as depression and all that anymore. If I start feeling like that, I'll just go meditate and it automatically brightens your day. So
yeah, me too.
Believe what you need, you've already got, folks. Trust me, I promise you. So anyway, until tomorrow night, Fraternity of Truth, for Mr. Lunsford, be the frequency you want to receive, folks. And I love you all.
I love you too.
My heart. Good night.